With Christmas soon approaching, you want to make sure you're involving your pup in the holiday festivities as much as possible. So what kind of things can you do with your dogs around Christmas time? We have so many fun things that I do with my dogs. You can do with your dogs as well. My first and my primary cool thing to do at Christmas time with my dogs is to go look at Christmas lights. Now you can do this a bunch of different ways. If your neighborhood is one that has lots of really great lights, put them on a leash, walk around. I recommend that you are doing this earlier in the evening. So as the sun is kind of starting to set, you're getting that twilight kind of time. The lights are on, you can see them, but it's still bright enough that you can kind of see and have an awareness of what's going on around you is probably going to be best. Walking them in the dark means that you might miss them picking things up along the way or stepping where they shouldn't be stepping. So I kind of like to go around that 5 o'clock, 5:30 time period just so that you can be out while it's still a little bit light and you have a little more control of the situation if you're walking around. Now, we've talked about how to use your dog strollers in the time in between the puppy years and the senior dog years where they can't do their full walks. This could potentially be an opportunity for you to do this if you plan on walking a really long distance or it's not a super safe situation for them to be in walking on the ground. So you can pop them in the stroller and take them for a walk. But I like to take them into a more controlled environment and I like to take them in my car. Now, this of course is built upon the training that you've already done with your dog in the car. We have videos on that here on the platform if you are starting out with a new puppy or if you're using an older dog to train them how to be more comfortable with the car, you can do that. And I would pop them right into your back seat or the trunk of your car if you are somebody who has a crate in the back or you've got that space in the back that's not an actual like closed down trunk, but the back side of your car. And you can just seatbelt them in, so have their harnesses on, have their seatbelts on, and then you can just let them watch out the windows. If you want, you can crack the windows open a little bit, but I wouldn't open them all the way because for most people, it's gonna be kind of cold out. And so you can allow them to watch through those windows. If you really want a good experience with this, I do recommend having somebody sit in the back with the dog so that you can point things out so that you can show them. Because sometimes, especially if you have dogs like mine that are very well trained in the car, they go into the car and immediately go to sleep. That is fantastic for me for traveling, but not as great when we're doing something fun like looking at the lights. And so you're going to want to sit in the back of the car. You're going to want to be able to point those things out to your pups and you're going to want to be able to kind of maintain that situation. It's also a really fun photo op. So take your phone with you, take your camera and take pictures of them watching the lights through the windows. So lights are going to be really fun. Looking at the decorations will be really fun. You can even go into town and do things. My downtown has like a big light display, but even during the day, there's holiday decor. You can go do pictures there. There's lots of fun things that you can be doing. Now, another fun thing to do is to go visit Santa. Now it depends on what's going on, how much money it's going to cost. Some pet stores will do it for free. I know one of the pet stores is doing free Santa ones actually this weekend. But because of some of the sicknesses going around right now, I am not taking my puppies, but a lot of people do offer those free pet visits because especially in the pet stores, they know you're going to come in and then also buy products for your pets. So you can take them to visit Santa. Sometimes they'll have special photo shoots and different things that you can be doing. So you're looking for dog-friendly photo shoots. Now, if you see like a Santa or you see a Christmas setup, there's like a photo shoot opportunity at a Christmas party, don't be afraid to ask the question, can I bring my dog? My mom was actually at a Christmas party for a company that she was working with, and they had this really cute truck display, and they thought it was just for people to take the photos. She got there and they found out that dogs were allowed to take photos there. And so she called me and I had to get my dogs in the car and get 20 minutes away to this party where I was able to get these really cute video and photos of my pups on this truck. So it's a really fun holiday opportunity. So you don't need to fear asking the question. The worst they can say is, nope, it's just for people, and then you move on with your life. So start looking for things that you can be taking your dogs for photo opportunities for, and that's decorations, that's like Santa, that is elf type things. Anywhere there's like a Christmassy snow globe-y photo shoot, it's a really fun opportunity to be taking your dogs. Now, I do recommend that if you are taking your dogs into public, before you go, you make sure it's not going to be too overly crowded. I was going to take my dogs to our downtown lights here, and thank goodness I did not because there were so many people, and even having my dogs in the strollers, because I was going to put them in their strollers there so they were safe in that environment, it would have been impossible to get their stroller through the crowd. And so double check, make sure you know what you're doing in advance. And I do recommend when you go out to activities, again, that you're doing it when it's still semi-light outside, because the darker it gets, the less control you have over your dog and the situation around you. And if there's lots of people trying to maybe touch your dog, that could potentially be an issue. Now, you also want to consider what you're going to be doing outside of like photo ops and things like that. So what fun things can you do with your dog? If you have snow, you can build a snowman. You can go sledding. You can go, if you're really careful, you can go ice skating with your dog. I used to live by a big pond. We owned a pond in my family, and every year we would go out ice skating, and my dog would just come down with us, and she would run around on the ice, and she would play, and she would have fun. So as long as you're being careful with that, and it's an environment where they can be, and you've checked the ice, and you've checked to make sure other people are going to be careful with their ice skating blades around them, take them out ice skating. You can go sledding down a hill. You can throw snowballs for them. You can build snowmen. There's a lot of things with the snow that you can be doing. You can also be looking for just like fun Christmassy activities. So what types of things do you do as a human that you can then translate into a dog version? As humans, we like to make hot chocolate and hot apple cider and have like the fun, cozy drinks by the fire. So make a version for your dogs. You're going to look up recipes on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. There's lots of really great people who educate on snacks for dogs. I do a little bit of that, but not a ton here on the channel because my dogs have interesting diets going on right now. And so you can look all these fun things up and you can learn how to make a version of a hot chocolate for your dogs, usually involving some kind of bone broth and some fun little things that you can put on it to spice it up, but to make it look cute, always with the really cute little pup cup type things. So you can create your own versions of that with your dogs as well. You can also do things like giving your dogs their own Christmas tree. You can decorate your Christmas tree with your dogs. You can be decorating outside with your dogs. There's a lot of opportunity for you to take the things that you're going to be doing and do those with your dogs as well. Present wrapping, lots of fun. And my dogs have historically always loved playing with wrapping paper and bows. Now, I have 2 new puppies this year. This is their first Christmas. They have not actually experienced wrapping paper yet, aside from the one time I rolled it out while they were in their crates, and Lucy was a little nervous over it. So they haven't actually seen wrapping paper yet, but we're actually trying later today. So you can wrap your presents with the dogs, but then any scraps that you have, you can kind of ball them up and toss it to your dog like a toy. My dog my Jada used to love to unwrap presents with me on Christmas or birthdays or any celebratory holiday where there was gifts. She would help me unwrap it, and she just had the most fun with it. So use your scraps as temporary toys for your puppies. Watch them. Don't let them eat it. Take it away from them. But for like a 5-minute playtime, it's really fun. So you can take the things that you're ordinarily doing and do it for them as well. Baking cookies. You can make dog cookies, dog treats, dog biscuits, all those things. And a lot of those are actually just ingredients and things that humans can eat. So you can make a batch of cookies that both you and your dog can eat. Edible dog cookies are going to be a lot of fun and a special treat for your puppies. Just make sure you do your research before you are making those, because there are some things and certain types of ingredients that your dogs are unable to have that will be toxic to them. So do the research first. I would definitely recommend looking up recipes online, on YouTube, on social media, and then make sure it's a trusted source before you jump into it and that all the ingredients pass the check. If you have questions on that, of course, talk to your vet. Before you're giving your dog anything new, talk to your vet. You know the drill. So use those opportunities to really build up what you're doing with your dogs and get involved in how they are going to be involved in your holiday season. You do not have to do all of this at once. You don't even have to do all these things. You can do it little bits at a time. You just want to make sure that you're kind of documenting this as you go. Right here on this channel, we're all about documenting your dog's life. And so from start to finish, we want to be documenting in photos, in videos, in little clips that are memories that we will have forever and ever. So you're looking for these opportunities to do the fun things, but also document them for later on as well. And it's always fun to put those on social media as well. Now, if you want more ideas on things that you can be doing, we have a full playlist of the 25 days of puppy Christmas card ideas that gives you a ton of ideas for fun activities you can do and then document for your Christmas cards, for social media, etc. We've also got lots of opportunities for you to do enrichment with your dogs, for you to do training with your dogs, different products and things that are going to help your dog to thrive in their space. And so you want to make sure that you have subscribed and hit that notification bell, because every single day we're dropping brand new videos to help you navigate the world of pet parenthood, to make sure that you are the best dog, dad, mom, or person that you can be. We will see you in the upcoming videos.